Well, Friday, July 7th, marks 1 year since the murders of 5 police officers in downtown Dallas. And all week, Fox 4 will be bringing you the stories of people whose lives were changed forever.
We start with the man whose leadership during and after the tragedy captured national attention. Here's Fox 4's Shawn Rabb with former Dallas Police Chief David Brown.
We sat down with David Brown before his recent book signing, the former chief flashing a carefree smile.
You certainly look a lot more relaxed than the last 5-6 years we've seen each other.
Yes, and I feel it's a very stressful job. It's not meant to go on far beyond 5-6 years, really.
You have been a leader who kept your privacy.
Yes.
Chief.
Yes.
And yet the book, you lay your soul out.
Quite revealing. And if you also know about me, I'm a Christian, not ashamed of the gospel.
We know
person
this.
of faith. So I was called to be less private.
Less private about a first marriage that failed, a brother's violent murder, his son being killed by police after killing a citizen and a police officer, street drugs in his system mixed with undiagnosed mental illness.
Peel back the layers of our shootings in this country. It's mentally ill people having access to guns. Sandy Hook, mentally ill person had access to gun. You look at all the multiple shootings. Michael Johnson on July 7th, diagnosed mentally ill, had access to guns.
You brought up July 7th. Let's go there for a minute. How many times have you relived that night?
Over and over again, all the time. And it's always gut-wrenching and very emotional. And the anniversary coming up is just bubbling up the emotions again. Not just for me. This is about those families who miss their loved ones, and those kids of those officers who are grieving, missing their daddy.
Could you believe it was playing out like it was in your city?
No. We had done everything, and I had done everything with great consternation. I put my job on the line to do everything to avoid a Ferguson, Missouri, to avoid a Baltimore, to avoid what you see happening in Chicago.
And then July 7th, you give the green light to bring it to an end by any means necessary.
Yes.
First time in this nation, a robot and a bomb are used to take out
Right.
a gunman, a suspect, a sniper. As you've reflected, and certainly you've reflected over that because people wanted to know, was that the right thing to do?
Right, I have. We had been negotiating for 3.5 hours. They had been at work for well over 12 hours. And I was unwilling to have another officer seriously injured or killed. And it was the right decision to weaponize that robot, strap a pound of C4, roll it down the hallway, ratchet up negotiations, and press the button and kill him. It was the right decision. Under the same circumstances, I would do it again. I have no regrets about making that decision on someone who we were negotiating with for 3.5 hours, who was laughing and bragging about killing those 5 officers and talking about killing more.
What has changed in America since July 7th, if anything?
We've made progress, but every time a viral video is played, we take 2 steps back. And then we work on community relations, take a step forward, then another viral video, 2 steps back. There's been no significant change in this country when all you do is protest. None.
The whole system is guilty. While Brown sees protest as part of the equation to effect change, protesters, he says, must also become participators in the process.
You can protest all you want. I'm not saying don't protest. Black Lives Matter has been significant in making us aware, but nothing has changed. The next steps for this movement, for people of color in relationships with the communities, is for you to do what I did, put some skin in the game.
Shawn Rabb, Fox 4 News.
Now, more than 300 officers have left the department since October. Only 118 have been hired.
They are critically shorthanded, and the city manager now trying to hire Chief Brown's replacement.
You can stay with us on air and, of course, online, fox4news.com, all week long as we continue our 1 year later coverage reflecting back on the Dallas police ambush from last summer.